That's true. That's true. Well, we'll see. We'll see where these flights end up as we're going to be getting into this next game. And
Nice.
actually, there's a lot of places this flight could end up. We've got a pretty wide angle here as far as the first drops, and it's towards the center of the map. We saw a lot of, I guess everything was kind of guided towards the south in the last game, but as we get into game number 2, a lot more options.
I think that's fair, and we'll see whether anyone's got particular vault or location in mind. You know that certain teams prefer to play in certain locations. Again, it's very new evolving things. We haven't quite got our preferred drop zones yet, as you sometimes start to find in other BRs, but we'll begin to see our drops coming through. No one taking the early options to go forwards, aside from over by Catacombs. Worth noting we've got that one down already, but a lot of people deciding to play a little bit later, maybe for Magebog and Academy.
That's actually great for Clown Fiesta. They had a really unfortunate game where they got really just put on the back foot early on, had to run the entire time. But now the entire south portion of the map is theirs. The southwest is completely theirs. Only one other team that looks like they may be even somewhat close. And no teams really, actually one team kind of dropping towards each other.
It's Academy. It used to be the hottest drop in all of SUPERVIVE. It's still a bit contested. Darkin gets first blood, tries to escape there with the surge and gets a heal. Zeph doing what they can to keep the team alive, and already Ninja, FGG, or 4GG. I keep wanting to say FGG because it's 4 Gamers Gaming, which is kind of correct, but not quite the tag. Potentially in a tricky spot, and into the Academy we go. The stacks and all of that knowledge available.
Yeah, for being our previous champions, they're definitely starting off in a tough spot. But up here as well, we could potentially see these two run into each other. Being able to grab this camp would be huge, this campfire, if they can do that before the fight, but it doesn't look like they're going to, as Mithy's actually just going to push in.
They're level 3s, and there's a lot of level 2 still there on Pumpers. Down that zoning amount of arrows as Chappelle goes up into the sky and is immediately left to a very tricky spot. Gets under the exit there, still being run down and is spiked. Nicer and crew looking to continue that killing ways.
Yeah, it was a good attempt at the escape. I still suck at getting underneath that particular spot, but they did a great job of it. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know what it is every time, and then I get scared because I miss it. I'm like, I'm too high. I'm going backwards.
And then my glider's out of fuel, and I just die anyway, and it's very embarrassing. And then people ping you.
Yeah, honestly, the mobility in this game is so like it's great even if you're very new. It's like feels great, but there is like a really high skill cap. You know, like the floor to the gap is to the cap gap is quite good, and I think the mobility in this game is part of what makes it so fun. And you really get a chance to see it when you see good players. They just zoom around the map like it's nothing.
Because I think one of the things that the game has really implemented very smoothly, it's kind of out of a lot of the shooters, honestly, things like Apex and Warzone, is that the sense of inertia that you have when you're moving, and keeping that inertia up is a huge deal for rotating swiftly. If you stop moving, if you hit a wall, you lose all of that inertia, and keeping that going makes a huge difference for increasing that mobility, getting the most out of your rotations, and making them as efficient as possible.
Who would hit a wall when they've got that momentum going? Certainly not me.
That's right, we're doing this, mate. We're not on screen right now.
I know. Why don't we talk about some players who are good at this game, as Bombas, who, I'm sorry, well, I called 4 Gamers Gaming our champions last time. They were our first placement, but technically our champions were Bombas. I got to figure out the actual name discrepancy here, but they're moving in. Look at this, level 5 versus level 3.
50 steps on forward on the Bishop. Crabs, are you feeling it now? The SpongeBob references abound. He'll be going down. The Soy Pumpers looking to prey on the wounded. 4 Gamers Gaming. I think there's that 4 members remaining. They can't all be gaming. Their name needs to change.
Yeah, we should change their name based on how many of them are still up. You know, two Gamers Gaming when they're in the duo left. But yeah, looks like no attempt to continue that fight. I do like that, seeing the level difference and just backing up. I mean, level 5, partway through day number 1, that does certainly show that you've got a little bit of that extra experience, and you're going to have a pretty big level advantage for a while. So I think not taking those fights is pretty smart. Just trying to back up. There's a lot of space. Again, we're not in any situations where any teams are forced to run into each other quite yet. And still, man, no, Clown Fiesta has the entire south half to themselves still.
That's literally 9 teams in the top half of the map. That is ridiculous. And Cloud Fiesta just been going, well, I guess we keep farming. And they're very pleased with life right now.
They can take a clown siesta if they want to. It's
Oh,
just
no,
whatever they want. They got plenty of time. Bombas, though, I think they're happy that they're in the place where most of the other teams are. If they run into anybody, it doesn't seem like we've seen too many other teams that have level 5. And once again,
Oh,
4Gamers Gaming trying to run away. Oh, this is tough. Oh, manages to make it, but I mean, how long can you run away from this?
They're waiting, looking for the shot. Snipe, not quite hit.
Ooh.
Good dodge, and Snow with the fancy flying, coming straight out of Top Gun with top marks.
Yeah, I think dropping out of glider as they got hit by the snipe, but that's a good read, and think that, okay, this is the moment that I'm about to hit, and making sure that you do not get spiked. But Tom Kick just hanging out over there, doing a little bit of a dance. I'm not sure. I think they're trying to figure out, like, does somebody have a key? Oh, what are we doing with this chest here? And it looks like nobody does.
Yeah, Snow running away. It is heading towards Winter, but they might still be being melted as Chips are here on the Oath. Throws down the hammer. The snipes continue to come on through for Hot Biscuit, looking to continue this chase.
Hot Biscuit versus Snow. Seems like a bad name matchup, doesn't it? Definitely melt you.
I know, that's so true. Maybe it's like maybe it's Snow from Final Fantasy. You know, just like this big bruiser of a guy who just rides a motorbike. Maybe that's the way.
That does fit with playing Kingpin, I feel. I feel like that's kind of the
I'm aware that was a deep cut. Like, I was just where my brain went.
No, it works for me. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, so I'll take it. But, ooh, initiation with the ult.
Oh, Niza looking for it, buys time, and then the rest of the team come on forwards. Looking at Dyson, you got down. Spike over the abyss, make that 2. Synod in danger, flawed. Perhaps living up to their namesake, as I think that fight was a little flawed. Onto the train they go, all aboard! But it'll still be Bomba, who have got themselves enough damage, surely, to bring down the Kingpin, who is dethroned very swiftly.
And a much earlier full team elimination, I think, that we got last time. 4 Horsemen going down first. And that train, honestly, I love the train. The train is maybe my favorite character in the game of SUPERVIVE. It always creates some fun situations, whether it's getting its own kills or just making these fights extremely dynamic. But that is a tough spot to be in, and unfortunately that will be our first team going down, like I said. Twisters, by the way, we didn't really get a chance to talk about it, but Twisters are going to allow a lot of these areas to be a little bit more traversable, and ooh, we're gonna see a boss soul.
Going towards the boss soul, trying to take out those crystals. Still though, of course, Vive Venatio looking to come and contest. Of course, on the other side, FF here looking to be as obnoxious as they can be. You said than done, though. Same.
Yeah, I do gotta say though, if Friendly Fire manages to get this armor soul, that is huge because they've got really good armor already. So being able to regen that is going to be extremely optimal for them. But they get pulled.
Massive damage out. They lose a member on the other side. It's a third party. Cloud Fiesta are bringing the jokes, and I don't think it's a laughing matter. Over the air they go. Lancelot and Junker split off from the rest of the team just slightly. Ice Cream and Clown Fiesta looking to get vengeance for all that poor first game.
Well, already they're doing considerably better, but this is interesting. Everybody just saying, okay, maybe a little bit too much heat around that boss or around that armor soul, and a lot of people just backing up.
As Shatter comes on through his pumpers, and Turbo begin to duel it out. Chipser and Tom Kick playing against each other a long time, looking for the hooks on in, goes forward with the Kingpin, looking to trade this one out. Damage coming back, Abmark and Tom Kick over the abyss, staying alive now as Hot Biscuit continues to throw out snipe after snipe, trying to keep that range up for the increased damage. Teldo hopping best they can, stays alive. They'll be stomping on that wisp towards that top of your screen. Friendly Fire, like they're in the cold, lonely wilderness, a single member there. A long way from friends.
Yeah, that must have been very scary. They were sitting there hearing that entire fight on the other side of the wall, and they're like, please don't come over here, please don't come over here, please don't come over here. Everybody can hear me rezzing. But yeah, only one member was down. So they managed to get the res, but they're still relatively split up. Friendly Fire's going to have to find each other pretty soon, and they're finding themselves in a tough spot. There are a lot of teams around them.
They are, and then we go towards this little bit of delicious fighting. Up into the eye of the storm goes the Jewel, looking for some more damage. The Felix burning people out, trying to get the incineration across as Tommy surges away, still not far enough. And the rest of TTV secure the kill, gets another hook, trying to go on forwards, will get the stomp on down.
And CTV, I mean, they're still alive, but it looks like they ran into maybe somebody, oh, I'm sorry, boy, aka oh my god, I keep forgetting what the
Gucci
real name is.
guys.
Gucci Good Guys. Yeah,
Gucci Good Boys. I think I know exactly the name that confuses us all.
Yes, whatever that team's name is, they were still alive, but they did, I think, run into some of Clown Fiesta, who's right here, and this is a 3-person fight on a relatively small platform.
They are still playing back over the Abyss, and this is where the game starts to get a little bit more tense when you've got the no man's land, which is so very deadly in those abysses. Ice Cream here against Donato, looking to get some work down. Also killing the other side. Bomber finding more kills, of course they are.
We just keep the camera on them the entire time. The fact that we got a strike though, yeah, it was a joke. It's a joke.
We should.
Oh, no, they are. Yeah, we should. They are gonna get more kills. Level 8. They're currently level 8 against level 6s here. This is a great ult, but I mean, it's only gonna buy them time, I think.
Oh, Fable looking like Fable 3 goes down into the Abyss a little fast. Massive damage coming on through. The Auri gets that one as Myth does her work. The arrows landing swift and true.
Okay, the Fable 3 one, that one was a deep cut, okay, and also quite sad. But yeah, managing to get away from that's pretty good. Bomba's there, strong, but they're not in a great position. They're really on the outside here, and oh no, look at this life. Can you get caught? I mean, they at least see them, yeah, at the very minimum, but they managed to get away. It doesn't look like it's going to be a follow-up, as they're going to actually be engaging a different team up there.
They will, and 10 seconds on the most wanted will bring back the one remaining member.
Enemy Oracle online.
Much better game from Clown Fiesta, doing much better about this one. To the side, though, I'll note there's only one remaining revival shrine.
Is scanning.
We do also still have that armor soul available, which spawned way earlier. There was a bunch of people fighting for it. Everybody backed up, and that was pretty much it. It does look like we are going to get potentially some nice drops here, though. You can see the team just walking under the dropship as it is currently. But yeah, seriously, I'm very surprised this boss soul has gone completely uncontested for like 4 or 5 minutes.
It's now that the map has gotten so small as well, it feels so risky to try and take that without someone coming in to start a fight. And I think everybody here is just saying, look, the risks are not worth the reward at this point. F-Box Revive top of our screen is trying to find something. Clown Fiesta won't have any of it though. Trying to get the search, won't quite find it. Up into the air they go, looking for the kill, can't quite secure it. On the side of your screen there was a nuke that was fired and an Abyss spike. As a few members go down, and friendly fire went very deep over that Abyss.
Yeah, friendly fire went from running from one team, running from Clown Fiesta, to running from TTV, to running into another team down in the south. They're just like, okay, yeah, well, there's just no way we're getting out of that. But the Clown Fiesta getting pushed slightly by TTV. Clown Fiesta, though, has a great level advantage still. Again, everybody level 9, and we're just hitting, I mean, night 4, so they're quite ahead. They could be the ones being aggressive. I think they're just scared of getting third-partied because they've seen how many teams are around them, and they actually might see a little bit of a sneaky rat here. Maybe not. This is pretty scary.
Rat hunting. Do not walk into the bush. Do not walk into the bush. He's on the very edge, not taking damage. You can't make it up.
Oh, if that storm was like an inch to the right. Oh,
Livin!
Ran. No, what? I can't believe it. I would have just stayed stealth. That was pretty good. They are going to be able to get away, but they were there for a long time, and now Clown has got to be like, wait, they were standing there that whole time?
That's mental. Where on earth do you go at this point? Bomber and Turbo trading out. The shield comes on through. Yeah, Shatter is down. Return on the other side. There is Aiden, stays alive for now. Yaori backing away from some of that Bishop poke into the eye. Niza goes on forward with the Eye of the Storm, looking for some more work. The nuke in trade. You can hear the air raid sirens coming on through. The storm spreads out. Can't stand in that area anymore. Too much ticking time. Miffy goes forward, scouts for info, backs away immediately.
Yeah, this is the spread here is going to be, the zone corruption is going to be really like awkward as far as where you can fight. Oh my goodness! The stealth gun! No, get out of there! No! I wanted to see them get to like the final 3 at least, but unfortunately they do finally get caught out. What is this positioning? They're on like a school pizza slice right there.
Yeah, school pizza slice. What? Like you sort of snip it and it disappears. Like
yeah.
Stay inside as the safe zone moves.
Ooh,
right.
okay,
Well,
so
we're gonna have to leave at some point.
This exact point. Okay, they're gonna get the revive. They're taking a lot of damage here. They should be able to get out of there relatively safety, but that is still so scary.
Humpers found themselves a little island to call home, throwing up the spike walls. Defenses valuable for now. And trying to chunk it out with the hammer, but hammer, generally speaking, a little better at building those walls than knocking it down. It turns out in this game.
Yeah, I wonder if they know that Cloud Fiesta is sitting behind them. I mean, they should, I think, maybe have had vision of them, but it is currently night, so it's hard to tell. And doesn't look like they're going to have to deal with this fight anymore, as it looks like Bomba's going to be moving towards Cathode Ray.
Liza tries to find the picks, can't quite look for what they were hoping for, will ult away. And there goes the Bishop trying to find a spike, can't quite do so, and the team is split. And Cathode Ray Tube, you're outdated for the last 10 years. You can certainly overstayed your welcome in this game. I say that, and maybe there's a chance for a bit of vintage television play. But unfortunately for them, the cinema, this run is just surely done. Nizel looking for the surge. The chase is so ridiculous on Jewel, and it's electrifying. No way!
No way!
How on earth are they escaping this far? But they only delay the inevitable.
All right, finally they get taken down. Honestly, though, again, a great escape. I wonder once again, if you get taken out by the Storm, do you deny points? I wonder if that would have maybe been worth that. But they wanted to fight until their final moments, and I certainly do appreciate that. But Bomba's just going to keep going. They've still got a level advantage here over TTV. What? What did the selfish
stored? Was it? That's a good question.
Yeah,
into the ether, just disappeared.
Yeah.
Just decided it was done with this game. Goodbye.
Ooh, I like this this little setup that we've got going here. We've got like 8 spike walls. Gonna be kind of tough to push that position. We'll see if the Storm ends up being advantageous for them or not. Sometimes you set up an entire position and then it's like, oh, we can't actually stay here. That's very sad.
I'll see whether they get lucky, but for now they have found themselves a very handy position. Bombers off to the other side with the store nearby as well. Should be this point with the amount of knocks they've found, they will be in a great position to just buy up everything they need from the store. The revival beacon just north of here. I don't think any team is feeling the need to go towards that quite yet. Clown Fiesta finally moved. Damage organizer just about escapes for now and back away. Go Bombers.
Ooh, yeah, gonna be taking advantage of the store quite possibly. Maybe if they need to reset some of their armor, but look at how many choppers there are. This is a death field out here. I love this change. I've heard people say that it might be a bug, but I think a lot of people really hope that the bouncing chonkers just stay in some aspect.
It's like the most aggressive kitten cafe you've ever visited.
These cats are hungry, and they are hungry for hunters. But yeah, full strength teams. A lot of times when we get down to a Final Four, there's going to be at least like one team that's running around ratting still, haven't been able to get a revive. But so far, I mean, this is looking pretty good for every single team. That northern position is pretty strong though, because there is one most wanted up there.
Oh, Tom Kick went over, tried to find something, can't quite find what they were hoping for. Still gets back over. Over comes the Auri, looking for a potential rejoin to the rest of the team. Phoenix Scout comes on through again.
Oh, yeah. Look at the team that's over to the north. They certainly saw that. A great set of vision with the Shrike. Also, they did lose all of their spike walls up top. I wonder if they just had their Shrike. It looks like Rice Cream. Maybe just snipe them from far away, just slowly take them out. It's going to be really hard to stop that. Obviously, they have the Shrike of their own, but not going to be the easiest to kind of fight back in that situation without just letting them get free damage on your little shields.
And again, Bombers already at this point in the lobby have 16 confirmed kills and a top 4. They are having a phenomenal first 2 games.
Yeah, they are looking to continue it. Right now, I feel like their center positioning is pretty good. I feel like where the next positioning of the next circle is going to be huge as far as things go. A lot of these teams not really wanting to initiate quite yet. They're testing each other. You know, they're testing the waters right there. A few people jumped over, one from Clown Fiesta, one from TTV, but nobody really starting the fight. Everybody just throwing things at bumpers. They're like, hey, we're breaking your walls. We're throwing little bombs at you. We just want you to know we're here. We're all around you.
We are in your walls. Clown Fiesta towards the north. Turbo off towards that west hand side does not work. Left hand side works, but we'll stop mixing our metaphors and colloquialisms, and we'll towards seeing how this one plays out. And we are looking towards our final standoffs. Map as well. Niza on that duel looking for a flank angle.
Now, this is great for pumpers in one way, but also terrible. So they've got the most space of anybody once the circle closes, but they're also basically going to have to be the spot that anybody has to push into if they want to move anywhere else. So being directly in the middle of everybody is very scary, although it looks like TTV might consider pushing up north.
Public enemies #1, you would have thought for pumpers, but instead they're looking to start a fight on another angle. Another nuke comes on forwards, forcing Clown Fiesta to back away. Damage goes on forward. Auri now in a potential dangerous spot as overcomes Monty. Into the air they go on the duel, trying to find some damage. The damage continues to fly on forwards. Execute with the shift, trying to get on forwards. And here comes Pumpers, taking their moment to look for the third party, making a fourth as Bombers steal the home ground of Pumpers. Looking to continue trading on now. They get another execute. Danger coming on through as the Mithril Bullet is there. Bishop goes charging on forwards with those rocket boots. Mithy low, but not down. In comes Clown Fiesta, still a lot of HP and armor to work with. Can you chase people of Iden in the air? Stays alive for now, looking to retreat back towards the starting location. Not spiked quite yet, just about gets over to safety.
Oh, and Clown Fiesta is the only team that was at full strength at the end of that. We get to imagine some pickups, but they're actually going to be pushing in on Bombas.
They continue the damage. Nizer being attacked, so is Iden. Mithy separated from the team, caught between the remaining members of Clown Fiesta, and Pumpers coming in for more action. Hot Biscuit, full HP, can begin to snipe from a great position. Mithy low, but not down, is not burned. Bombers get 2. Clown Fiesta's out.
And Pumpers only have 3 members left, but they do have a minute 40 left on that most wanted. Oh my goodness, what kind of initiation is this? The nuke coming down as well behind to push them forward.
Into the backline with the Bishop, continues to shove on forward. Nizer surging as well. The Earth shattered down from the Oath. Blixman in a dangerous position. Hot Biscuit to half HP, heals up. So do Bombers, and we reset and we go again.
Oh, but this time is counting down. They've got to move, and they are going to be moving in first.
Apple. Gus spiked, that's the most wanted out. Hot Biscuit in danger, will not be jumped on too much. Nizer doesn't get taken out, times it well! Surges forwards! And they get a first place, and you bet they've got the most kills again.